Silverback Chronicles podcast. It's your boy Big H. I got my brother Drake.
Yo, que lo que? What we doing? Chilling. I'm excited.
I'm super excited.
This is dope.
It's going to be an amazing episode. But first and foremost, Triple C.
Yo.
What's good?
Maintaining and chilling, bro.
All day, every day. Folks, don't forget June 4th, our 4th happy hour. First responders, come on out. Meet Charlie, meet the boys in blue, meet everybody. Bring a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's have some fun. Free drinks and food from 3 to 7:30. Don't forget.
Dylan's been there. She's never missed it.
She's never missed one.
She travels to come to it.
Absolutely.
And while we're here, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest is our lovely sister Dylan and her mother, Miss Mama Floyd. What's up, baby?
Hey, good to be here. Thanks for having
Thanks for
me.
coming on board, Mom.
Of course.
We have traveled
Thank
a
you.
long way.
A long way.
Which we will get into it.
So, listen, it's been a while. Dylan, you've been all over the place. Your episode originally, you was policing in D.C., correct?
Yep.
All right, so where has life brought you, 2.5 years later? What are you doing now? What's going on?
Yeah.
It's been a journey. A lot of self-growth there, a lot of self-love.
That happens.
A lot of adventure and taking chances and, really just working hard and going on a little adventure to Alaska. So I work in Alaska, a very rural area in Alaska, southwest region. It's just tundra, frozen tundra.
Is it policing too?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm a major crimes detective out there. So mostly homicides, burglaries. I actually really love financial crimes. It's easy to follow the money.
It's easy to follow me.
Sex assaults, stuff like that. So
listen.
Wow.
You're from LA, correct?
Yep.
You go to DC for work, police, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did Alaska come into play? How did you get out there?
Did you spin the globe and was like,
What's going on? Did you do a little Coming to America?
That's funny.
The irony in that is it was by chance. Everything, that had gone on in DC and all that and kind of making it through and really fighting that battle. During that time, I was struggling hard and I had some really good friends who were there for me. And my mom came over to visit and somehow she turned on my TV to actual TV and not like Netflix. She got the TV to work and an old episode of like Alaska PD was on, like a 2002 episode. And I was like asleep. She wakes up at 3 a.m. every day to go to the gym. So it's like 5 a.m. Yeah. She's done with her gym. She lifts every day. She comes, says hi, whatever. So she comes over. She turns us on. She's like, Dylan, look, this cop's being chased by a bear. And I'm like, I'm startled. Like, what the heck? I'm like, what are you talking about? Dead asleep. And I look and I was like, that looks pretty cool. And, a couple hours later, whatever, we're talking. She's like, look, they're actually traveling together. They go to the airport together. Their whole shift flies in, flies out. This is a married couple, blah, blah, blah. She's telling me about it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I started looking it up and applying. And, I apparently chose the hardest place in Alaska to work. So that's awesome. Yeah.
What do you mean by like the hardest? Like,
so we are on the same crime rate as Chicago.
In Alaska?
Per capita.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with fucking animals?
With violent crime.
No, with
violent
humans.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same way.
In Alaska?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a saying.
Per capita.
There's only 2 reasons you come to Alaska.
What is it?
You're either from there or you're running from something. So.
Oh, hideout. Makes sense. Yeah.
That they said that on Detective on the last. Wait. So the place where you work, what's the name of the town?
Bethel.
Is on the same rate as Chicago per capita.
Yep.
Wow. And nobody ever talks about it.
Nope. What's crazy is that the sexual assault percentage that actually gets prosecuted out there is only 3%. So you're getting all of these crimes that happen and, these bodies that are showing up for homicides or, and just nothing's really going forward. And it's hard to get a conviction out there because everything is word of mouth. No one trusts the police. It's very tight-knit, community oriented. So you have people coming from out of town. It's kind of like why DC likes to hire, or agencies like to hire their, within their cities. They want it to reflect the community, but there's just not people qualified. I mean, Alaska is a state 2.5 times the size of Texas, but it's only got 1 million population for the whole state. So you're looking at people who it's easy to hide. You can't find people. You have the natives out there. You know, they're raised to, you know, hunt, fish. Like they're good with their hands. Like, I mean, every person out there is literally a trained killer. Like, so you're going through all of those motions and every scene you go to. So it's entirely different from policing anywhere else. So now you have this community and they don't want to talk to you, but they're talking to each other. So then you get someone to call the PD and say, you know, give you a tip, and, you know, it's great, thank you for the tip, but if I can't verify this source, you know, I can protect you if you can be, you know, that confidential informant or that source, but we don't have the funds. We're not a big city police. I mean, we're a city police department, but I mean, we don't have a lot of officers and there's no funds to have confidential informants. And so I don't have anything to offer them, you know? So it's just a lot of kind of trying to follow the bouncing ball and, you know, hope it leads you downhill.
Wow. How was that? Damn.
You said so much that, like, as a detective is like, how the fuck am I supposed to get this done?
It's overwhelming, but yes, doing it. And right now, so I'm the senior detective in my department. That's how hard it is. I've been there about 1.5 years, and 4 months to being there, I made detective. I started my PhD program last year as well, so I've been doing that. So I do both full time. Started a charity, so I'm working on that. So we got everything kind of going there. I'm constantly busy among the travels. So.
Wow. So did it take any of your time when you went there from your previous law enforcement?
They took it all. I just got my advanced cert for Alaska post cert.
Really?
Certified, yeah. It's not post, but it's APSC, it's the same thing.
So what do you have to do there for, is it 25 years?
No, the retirement there is actually 5 years. So if you want to be a law enforcement officer, your retirement for the state is 5 years.
As an Alaska State Trooper?
As a trooper for city departments, and the pay is high. I pay for my own housing there. I pay rent in 3 cities. I pay rent in Virginia, in Alaska, and in LA. So when I'm traveling, I pay for my own travel. You know, the officers that are up there, we all live together. They you know, rent space from me, and I rent a house. So. They pay well. They pay well, and the retirement's 5 years. You do 5 years, and you can get out. But then the pay is so good, and you're getting all these increases all the time.
5 years.
5 years. Full benefits.
5 years.
It's hard to get people. Come on, nobody.
It is a hard place to be.
Listen, everybody,
I was in an
job in 5 years. Come to Alaska.
It's not like it's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
No, of course. Of course, that's a trap, but still.
They're lucky to get people for
There's
a
some
year,
people,
so let alone 5 years.
Really?
Yo, my
it's not
first
easy.
week out there, we went to an outdoor range and it was negative 20 degrees. And I have never shot with anything but tack gloves on, you know, screwing around. And I've never shot anything other than like inside turn targets for, you know, qualifications and all of that. So it was entirely different. I didn't know if I was pulling the trigger. I'm going to be really honest with you. I failed my first call there. I had to go do it again because it was not the same. I was fucking cold, man.
But you shot with gloves though.
Oh, absolutely. And you still, it doesn't matter. It's negative 20 with the wind. Like you got wind chill. So it's like, you know, negative 30, negative 40s.
So this town, is it closer to like Anchorage or?
400 miles. So it takes 3 flights from DC to get there. So when you fly to Anchorage, once you get to Anchorage, you have to take another flight to Bethel. And that's 400 miles in the southwest region of the Yukon Delta. So we're the last hub of
civilization.
Yes, but civilization is it's a hard place to work. Let me tell you, we got one grocery store there, 2 restaurants. Like,
what's the population
in our city? It's about 7,000, give or take.
Wow.
And
but like I said, there's a bunch of little airports there. So, I mean, the first time I went there, I thought we had emergency landing. I was like, "Where's the airport?" Like, you walk off on the runway, and they're like, "It's that warehouse over there." I was like, okay. I'm like, do I just follow some traffic cones? If there's chalk somewhere, like, there's no roads. It's dirt roads. By that, I mean ice roads. My first week on the job out there, I was with my sergeant. He was a 24-year-old sergeant, native. And he's awesome. I love this kid.
Shout out to him.
He's amazing. Really, really good dude. Solid dude. We're driving and he was like, you're not on the road. I was like, where's the road? It's all white. Right. I literally don't know. Like, it literally all looks the same. He was like, you're going to drive us into a ditch. I was like, what ditch? So yeah, I learned that. I haven't been in an accident there, thankfully, but some people have learned that the hard way there.
Do you wear the...
What?
What's it called?
Those like net things.
The waffle stompers.
No. I eat it almost every single day that I'm there. I fall all the time. I'm bruised up. But no, I don't wear that. I wear the shoe spikes. And if I don't, if I don't, my teeth become my shoe spikes because I just face plant. So.
What's a typical day on patrol for you?
Yeah, like. What time? What time do you start?
What time you get out?
Walk us through.
Yeah.
It's patrol.
Yeah, no. So I'm not patrol anymore. However, my shift is day work. I hate day work.
Well, how was it when you was on patrol?
It was great. We're busy all the time, non-stop busy.
What's busy?
Busy is constant call hopping. Don't get me wrong. You have some nights where it's just dead silent, so there's a saying at our department: if day work is busy, night shift is calm. If night shift is busy, day work is calm. So I like swings or night shift. Personally, I think swings is the best of both worlds. Most people don't like it, but I like being busy. It makes time go faster. You learn more. You get your trauma bonding in with your coworkers. It's great. You get all those great stories, those great spicy memories. You come in, they don't have roll call. It's called pass down. You go over pass down. Everyone who's, between the two shifts, night shift will stay over a little bit or whatever, it'll pass down the information. Mandatory arrests, that you're within Alaska DV arrests. If they left and they fled within 12 hours, mandatory arrest. So if you see them, you have to arrest them. So that's something that we always have to pass down. So that's a big deal. Obviously, other things. Actually, we just got a commendation for an investigation that I did on a burglary, and my whole squad got an investigation or got the commendation for my investigative efforts and their amazing police work and their just proactive policing, going out and making sure that they sat in front of the building between calls and ended up getting this guy coming out, and after a brief foot pursuit, it was right actually around the corner from where I live, that they chased him to. We got him under the house, got a third of the belongings. He did it 3 times in a row. It took us a minute, don't worry, but we got there, and I took the fingerprints and all of that, so we sent that off to evidence. But resources are scarce. We are, as patrol, you are SWAT, you are animal control, you are search and rescue, you are everything in between. Your crime scene, you are it. That's it. We do have a trooper post out there. They're great. Actually, we work with the troopers all the time. Absolutely love them. I know how the reputation is, between city cops and troopers and all that. And don't get me wrong, they're a little tight in the uniform, but they're really solid dudes, really, really good people. Always willing to help, always there. So I'm always grateful for that. I learned a lot from them. I had my first traffic homicide accident, and I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I was like, math ain't mathin' for me. I need some help, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. I don't want to mess anything up, especially when I first started. I wasn't I didn't get all of the training that everybody else had got. I was kind of thrown into the role, and I was grateful for the opportunity, but I definitely needed the training. And my agency was great, don't get me wrong. They sent me to all the trainings. I for the past year, I almost had maybe 4 days off in a row because I was going to trainings all over the country, homicide school, traffic investigation school, so on and so forth. And I've got all these amazing certs now and this training and experience that I was kind of thrown into and kind of trial by fire sometimes. But I learned, and I was really grateful, because if it weren't for the other agencies helping me, I would not have been successful in my position. So, it was rough there for a little bit, but we made it through.
Nice. You definitely gonna make it to the 5-year mark?
I'm trying. I'm hanging in there.
You're trucking along.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. Don't get me wrong. It's a really hard place to work. It's different.
All right?
Huh?
You have 2 years?
About 1.5 years there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so 7 years of law enforcement total. So.
And that's good. They took all of it.
Yeah.
Your time.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're actually really great about that.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So definitely, if anyone's looking for you want to retire and you got 5 years left in you, come on out. The pay is great.
I think I can do 5 years, dog.
It's only it's like a prison sentence. You go there, you do your time, you get out. You're good.
But it's 5 years of a full pension?
Yeah, you're good.
But you gotta survive the elements, though.
Yes.
That's the trap.
Yes.
What is it like to do for fun? Like,
what fun.
Damn.
I go to there to work. So, and it is no disrespect to the community. I'm the only female in my department.
Really?
Yes. So, when I go there, I'm getting paid 24 hours a day. I'm the only detective there when I'm there. When I'm gone, there's another detective. When I take leave, that detective has to work, or patrol has to come, has to, make do.
So you're on call for 2 weeks?
Yes.
Basically.
Yep. On call at night the whole time. In the summer, you're out there almost every night getting called out. Your days just keep getting longer and longer and longer. And by the end of that 2 weeks, you look like a walking zombie because you have no sleep.
Is it like is it true? Is it like 6 months a day?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, right now, it's, the sun doesn't go down until like 1 a.m. and it comes back up at like 3, so.
Could you imagine? And
It's a different world.
It sounds like a different planet.
So, it feels like it. There's no running water where we're at or anything like that. You have running water, but it gets shipped in. Like there's water trucks. There's no water lines or anything like that. So all of that is getting pumped in and out every single day. So that's a high paying job. I know that the city has. I don't think they pay benefits for that, but it's like $75 an hour just to be a water truck driver and pump water. So, Alaska pays well, but you have to be willing to survive the elements. And if you're tough enough, you can deal with it. But if not, and trust me, a lot of people come to our agencies. There's a very high turnover rate. So you make it a year, you're probably going to stay. Most people don't even last 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
I would say 6 at most. I think since the time I've been there, there's been about 15 officers that have come in and gone from the day that I started. And yeah, so.
And can you tell, he's not gonna make it, or she's going home?
We might have a little bit of a pool, but it's fine, Okay,
that's secret.
I think it's the weather.
Yeah, we'll call it the weather.
Okay.
You can just tell. You can tell. Some people, you just weren't built for it.
For full pension, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
Yo, if I ain't have any kids, I'd did it already.
A lot of the guys have kids though. That's me. I've been, single, traveling back and forth. It's perfect for me, and I've been traveling all around the country in my time off. So
yeah, exactly. We see you on the gram all over the place.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. If I didn't have any kids, I'd have did it already. That's perfect.
Yeah.
We out.
That's it.
I'd have went out there.
Full pension? 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me.
You had me saying.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
15. I'm like,
something guaranteed every month?
I'd have been fresh
5 years?
With the white fur come through.
What?
What we doing?
Hey, yo, the Timbs be on fleek. I'll be New Yorked out there.
Well, a lot of the guys actually, their wives come and work with them 2 weeks out there.
Word.
A Cuban with a fur.
I'll fuck that town up.
Cuban with a fur on.
Yo,
it's expensive too.
Averex jackets, everything.
Oh yeah.
I would have just got it off of whatever.
Don't even worry about it.
You have a Sherlock on. They're like, what the fuck is that? Don't worry about it.
I got that.
I got you.
This guy an officer or a pimp.
Right.
No, that's
Don't even worry.
No, but shout out to you.
I'm warm though.
Word, I'm good.
Shout out to you. Especially when you come from to end up there. That's yo.
Yeah.
You're doing.
Yo, you did it, man.
You're doing more than like.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Like your
Yeah.
drive and determination is amazing.
Mom raised a tough one.
Yeah,
Been the
for
adventure
real.
of a lifetime.
She is. She's true grit right there.
Yeah, seriously.
I think I like a challenge. The mundane is boring to me. Life is really hard. Like it just is, especially in our line of work. But just life in general is hard. There's so many. Every person has their own trials, struggles, and areas that they're making, and they're trying to learn and grow from. You never know what people are going through, and I would rather challenge myself with things like this and trying to, if I can focus on if I can do this, I can do anything, and that's what I try and do. Like, it's just, I was like, this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm going to do it. And actually, right before I took this job, I got an offer from an agency in the DC area after I left housing. And I ended up turning it down and taking this one. And you almost tried to talk me out of it at first. She tried, which is funny because she talked me into it. And then I was like, I was sold on it. And she was like, are you sure about that? And I was like, no, I'm in. Like, I'm going to do it. I was like, no, this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done.
Though. I just wanted you to be sure.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna make a trip out there this year.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you're gonna stay at my house because the hotel's there. There aren't
Is there a
any.
hotel?
You gotta go, bro.
Chris and I look
Maybe it'd be like a.
Yo,
They got like a couple.
but yo, let's get out there and see what it is.
I'm
I was like,
down for that.
okay,
Let's go.
absolutely.
Let's go check it out.
When is
Boots
summertime
to the
over?
ground.
Wait, it's right now. You going in the winter or the summer?
Summer.
Okay, then bring
Yeah.
the bug spray with like the picaridin or whatever, the one that melts you and like gives you cancer. That one. Bring that one because that's the only one that the mosquitoes are going to stay away from. It melted my
Seriously?
vest. I swear it melted the writing on my vest.
Yeah, well,
They look like freaking dark clouds. There's so many mosquitoes. They do not stay off
They
you.
look like dark.
No,
That's the
like
reason
you see
why-
swarms
that's the
of
reason why-
I
it.
got that good blood. I got that good blood too.
Oh,
reason why they
100%. It's
Right.
yeah, it's so bad. So bad.
really?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. You get the cold in the winter and in the summer, it's nice out. It's like, 50s. It's like, oh, so nice.
Yeah,
We're in short sleeves.
50s is nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Out there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You have 50s.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fall, right?
So you wearing a sweater in the summertime?
I'm always cold. I have heaters in my office nonstop, and everybody makes fun of me all the time.
But I look like the normal people.
Yeah.
Are they in t-shirts?
Yeah. If it's above 30, they're in shorts and t-shirts.
I need some fresh butter.
I'm shivering
It's-
nonstop.
I need to find a Charlotte store. I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
New York first.
Absolutely.
Fly over there because I gotta. Yeah.
Damn.
Mike,
Hold on. Let's
Talk about preparation, huh?
Still want to go?
We just gotta find a good time to
Say
go.
this fucking.
I'm not going to negative 20, bro.
No.
It's not gonna happen.
This is
No
how we
way.
get prepared. You
That's
know
the
how,
best
like,
time.
the
We're gonna
military-
go to the outdoor range in negative 20. And we're gonna go qualify. We're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do.
So you
we're
know
gonna see
how,
who's
like,
top shot
you know how
then.
military goes to like areas. We start in New York because it's brick. Then we hit Chicago because the cold, so the wind. So we hit the New York weather and the Chicago weather to get us prepared to go to Alaska. And then we'll know how to adjust.
Yeah.
This is still gonna be,
Yeah, because Chicago's cold. It's
Right.
cold too.
And we've had combat troops on what they say
Yeah.
is they get them prepared, but it's nothing like actually being there. But we go to New York to get the.
You said Alaska is twice the size of Texas?
It is.
Yeah,
2.5.
It's the largest state.
huge.
Yep.
I never knew
It
that.
touches Russia though.
Yep.
Yeah, Russia's right across
I don't know if
the.
I can.
No wonder it's so goddamn cold.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
up
edit
there,
this.
dog.
I
Yeah.
also have to deal with different countries that are there
Yeah.
that do
Yeah.
stuff in
Like
the
what?
Navy, claim diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know about a lot of diplomatic immunity actually right now. There's not a lot of that. We have a lot of Koreans. Apparently, there's this. They advertised in Korea to come be a cab driver in Bethel, and this is like a thing. We have the highest cab drivers in Alaska, I think, in Bethel, which it's super populated, and
7,000 people.
yeah, but keep in mind, you can't drive to Bethel. You have to fly. In the winter, you can't like drive. You can take the ice road like maybe to a village, but like you can't drive there. You have to fly. You get one shipment a year that they can bring a cargo ship in up the river, and that's it. Like that's the summer. If you miss that boat, you're literally out of luck for the next year.
I'll probably edit this, but is other countries that have stake in Alaska, so they got to deal with that. That's why a lot of turnover, because it's like from another country. Would you pull up on me if you want to? You gonna start a war? So they got to deal with that as well.
So for the town of Bethel, you have to fly in.
Yep.
You can't drive in.
You cannot drive in.
There's no roads going in or out of
No, it's
city.
Wow.
There's so many mountains around it.
Oh,
There's
mountains.
yeah,
It's that rural, huh?
It's yes. So
And the water.
it's tundra. Yeah, in the water. We're about 40 miles off the Bering Sea.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. We're on the Kuskokwim.
You gotta pull that
So
up on a map so each can see.
yeah.
Yep.
We can see it like.
That reminds me of what's the name of that damn show? With the boats, and they're getting all the damn crab and I forgot the name.
I
of
know
it.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Shit,
I don't
fish.
know which one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What World's Deadliest Catch? or
Yeah,
something
Deadliest
like that?
Catch,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
well, Bering Sea. You say Bering Sea, you're like, oh yeah.
That's real stuff, bro.
You gotta be
Yeah.
a black belt
Mm-hmm.
at what you're doing, because that shit is no joke. Dylan, have you ever
looking it
come
up.
across like some crazy animals? Just from while we looked this up.
What did
Yeah.
it make? Moose are out there, right?
Yeah,
Big time.
there's moose. We don't. I mean, I think there was a bear in town like years ago, but I've never seen one out there. We get the moose, and the moose will charge you. They're mean. Like they're so cute. They will charge you. Like you look at them sideways, they're gonna charge you. Like just because they feel like it. Like
Zoom in.
Wow.
yeah, but if they wander into town, they usually don't last long because, like I said, there's a lot of illegal hunting and stuff out there. We have the federal wildlife officers. Shout out to Officer McDonald. He's the friggin' best, man. He is the nicest person. Always comes and helps us out. He volunteers for our fire department, which actually our new chief is the public safety commissioner. I don't know what they're calling it now, but he's the chief of now our police department and the fire department because
wow.
it's so hard. We had this vacancy and it's hard to get anyone to move out there. The chief position is not a 2 week on, 2 week off. You have to be out there. You have to live there. So, and the fire chief just retired. He was there for 25 years. He was awesome. So he left and they needed a spot. So they put him as the chief of both. So
Good for him.
be
What do you
interesting.
shoot?
Glock 17s. All the guys are certified in. Actually, I was telling a story on the way here, but all the guys are certified in rifle and shotguns. I'm not because I'm not going to go lay down in the ice. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that to
You're
qualify.
thinking, bro.
Absolutely not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not here for it. No, but I went to a call. Our dispatcher, there was like a drunk at his door trying to break into his house, and we ended up going over there and found the guy, around the next block. He starts fighting me. I was like, you know what, whatever. My partner gets there. We cut him loose. I was like, he didn't get into his house. He didn't mess with his dog, whatever. So he goes in his house, a couple houses down. I was like, just let him go. I'm fine. Like, it's not a big deal. Whatever. Move on. We're getting off in, 20 minutes. Like, let's keep it moving. We're standing out there for about 10 more minutes, and then we start to go. We hit the intersection. We both, stop at the stop sign, and a shot rings out. And I was like, what the hell? So we dart in different directions. The guy shot at us through his house, and so we're the only two working. So we have to call up the chain, chief comes out, lieutenant, sergeant comes out. That's it. That's the department that day. Like, that's what we got. So we breach the house. I take the shield because I'm the only one not certified in rifle and shotgun. So I go in first. We're standing at the door, and I hear a shotgun rack. I was like, shh, listen. Do you hear that? My lieutenant was right behind me. Huge dude. He's like 6'5", huge. Stands like a grizzly bear. Like his MO is like laying on people, like to get them to the ground. Like he just lays on. He literally pancakes them. It's the funniest thing to watch. I didn't believe people until I saw it and then experienced it. Anyway, I was like, shh, listen. Shotgun rack, unmistakable. There's no mistaking that sound. Yeah, I was like, that's a shotgun. He comes around the corner. We see it. We breach. We take him down. No issue. No incident. No further incident. Whatever. We're walking him out, and he starts bucking. And outside on the little porch, the Arctic entryway, we end up taking him down, falling into honey buckets. You guys know what honey buckets are?
No.
Oh, come on.
Poo buckets.
Why don't you guys know what honey buckets are?
So instead of flushing toilets, poop. Piss and poo, honey buckets.
Honey
so
buckets.
But why you call it honey?
it's just the name, man. Like it's just the irony.
It's kind of a joke.
It's the
You guys call it
joke.
that too?
It's a joke.
Honey bucket?
It's the honey bucket. So we
Man.
shook him down
Y'all
in
fell in
honey
shit.
buckets.
Why
It
don't you
was
say shit
horrible.
ball?
You're in
Human
you're
feces.
investigative, sitting in a car, you gotta have a honey bucket.
What?
Oh yeah, if you're
A
sitting
shit bucket?
I would like you to know that I don't do that.
poo, whatever.
But why y'all just
I
get
mean, piss bottle all day, every day,
If
but
you
not all
can't get
day.
out and you're sitting there on the surveillance undercover, yeah, you
Can't say doodle bucket.
doo-doo bucket.
You better have some baby
But why
wipes
honey?
at all times.
You better have, but the baby
You
wipes
gonna
are
be
probably
scratching
frozen.
like a motherfucker.
The baby wipes are probably frozen though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they freeze?
I leave my duty bag in the car. I always have like the the alcohol wipes and stuff
Yeah.
and like the wipe downs, and I always keep baby wipes. I keep that and that because I know people get in your car all nasty. I want my kids
So he's
clean.
bucking, kicking the honey
They're frozen
buckets.
Honey buckets, yep.
It was
fall.
just bad.
We end up
Y'all fall on it?
we end up falling on him. We all three of us tumble. Like I said, my lieutenant pancaked him. Like we fell
The grizzly
together.
bear.
Thankfully, I was on top. That sounded super weird. Not what I meant.
I'm
I
glad you
fell
caught
on top
that,
of the
'cause I was gonna get
dog
you.
pile. I'm glad I fell on
You
top of the
got
dog
it.
pile. All
Because you back on the
right.
East Coast. You
Yeah,
back on the East
hold
Coast.
on a
Okay.
second.
Yeah, you back on the East Coast.
Yes, that was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I caught it. We're
crazy.
good.
Okay.
Fell on top of the dog pile. Thankfully, I was not the first one that hit the ground or the poo. It was not a good time.
So was he naked?
No, he was.
No, it's
Oh,
just
but
that
you
there's
haven't you
buckets.
had him naked
I'm with you,
before?
but-
Didn't you have somebody
It ain't-
naked?
Oh yeah, we get naked people all the time.
Brutality is-
We get
you gonna
naked
keep talking
people all
back.
the
I'm gonna
time.
walk you out ass naked because it's below 30 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Pause.
We give people the opportunity to
You
put
feel
clothes
me?
on. They just don't.
No, but you gonna keep talking back to me. You gonna freeze your ass off.
Yeah.
How we gonna do this?
But I mean, you can't really do that because, yeah,
Hypothetically, I'm just
yeah,
gonna keep fighting me.
it's just gonna go to another.
This thing sounds like I need to see it for myself.
Oh, absolutely. Please come on a
Now that
ride.
he said
Please
that,
come
it's
on a
like,
ride along.
We're trying
Absolutely.
to figure this out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just the weather thing.
I mean,
We gotta figure out the best time to go, bro.
can we meet like in Anchorage, right?
We can meet in Anchorage. Yeah. You still gonna come out to Bethel? Because you're not gonna get the full experience in Anchorage.
This whole thing is Bethel.
Yes.
That's it. That's it right there.
7,000.
7,000 people right there.
How many officers is in your department?
So we have 20, but that includes our brass. So we have 2 lieutenants, 2 sergeants. Well, technically there's supposed to be 3 sergeants, like a CID sergeant, but we don't have a CID sergeant right now. So yeah, and then we have. We just got corporals, so we have 2 corporals, and then 3 officers on day work, 3 on nights, and then 1 or 2 that are on swings.
Any permanent shifts?
Yeah, they're like those are pretty permanent, and then you have day work, night work, and then you have A shift and B shift. So the lieutenant, all of our shift under that lieutenant, we all fly in together. So my lieutenant flies to Australia every 2 weeks. So yeah.
So you guys have 2-week tours, 14 days on.
Yep.
Huh?
And then 14 days off.
Yep.
But how long is the shift though?
12 hours.
Oh, so
I mean, for me, it's
Iron Man, you know.
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Like 7 to
not
7
if you're
yeah. I'm like, for me, it just never ends.
That's
But
bubble gum.
yeah.
So all 14 days is straight overtime.
yeah.
So it's we get 84 hours, so 12. So at the end of it, we automatically have 4 hours of overtime every single one. I mean, you're getting overtime no matter what. Like we have later rests all the time. There's no. I mean, you can put as much work into it as you want.
Nice.
So it's not hard to get overtime there at all.
This square footage area is about the size of a city with 7 people.
It's about 10 miles. Yeah, like circumference. It's pretty small.
Do you see?
No, it's like a little bit bigger than that.
What's your favorite thing to eat out there? Like, do you have like insane like?
You guys take turns cooking
Okay,
at night?
so about that, I
You
don't.
like bear? Like,
So I I don't cook.
you have like grilled bear burgers.
Whale blubber.
Yeah, they brought in whale blubber.
oh, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
a real
they call it
thing.
seal oil. They have that. Yeah,
Taste.
I wouldn't know. I eat cereal.
So for 2 weeks, you eat.
Deadass cereal.
Like $10
$100%.
Oh yeah. By the way, you know how much?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, it's not 10. It's $15 a
sorry.
box.
Of
15.
cereal?
Yes.
15.
Milk is also $15 a gallon. Ridiculous, and it's usually like about to expire. So
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
'cause
You gotta
everything
risk it.
Everything gotta come in.
yes.
Tell me about
Exactly.
this- Tell me about this whale blah blah blah.
You can't fly that yourself.
I mean, you can. A lot of the guys, they bring coolers because we keep our stuff there. Most of the guys, we don't travel with our guns and stuff like that. And because, I mean, as Alaska Airlines, you lose your gun. Like, you can't work without your gun. Like, what are you going to do, if they lose your bag? Anyway, no, but the guys will bring in coolers and stuff, and we'll cook meals together and at the station and, stuff like that. I literally eat cereal. I do not eat at any of the restaurants. I don't, it's rare. I will sometimes, but it's very rare. It's only
At the restaurants?
no. There's only. I mean, there's not a lot of restaurants. It's a very small place.
What is it that they eat?
There's no fast.
There's only
Whale blubber. What is that?
It's
I mean, they eat everything. They
whale,
don't throw
like-
anything away from what
Yeah.
they kill, right?
yeah. They save everything. Yeah.
So everything they kill, they eat or utilize.
I've been on scenes where they eat dead fish.
No,
They
but
have
I've heard
literally
your
like
story,
fish,
so-
a whole fish head like hanging out of their mouth, bones and all. I'm not playing. I'm serious.
Just like another West Virginia.
But cold.
I mean,
But colder.
Cold, different type of food over there.
yes.
Are there any gangs up there?
So there's the Native Brotherhood.
On motorcycles?
No, it's I guess it's a prison gang, but I guess it goes out into the streets often. I don't particularly see that much of like an impact. I mean, people claim to be it, but like I don't know. It's just a different. I worked in DC. Like, come on, like for me, it's not.
Stop playing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, all right, son,
Is it
sit
like
down, take a seat. Let me
tattoos?
show you how
take
it's
it
done.
easy.
Yeah.
Is it tattoos or they wear like flags? Or?
No, they have like tattoos. I think it's just an NB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Native brothers, huh?
What does it run, like drugs?
they were just a prison gang of protection, and they'll
So fascinated about this.
just I guess it started to protect themselves in the jails, and then flooding out into
Bro,
the
if you're in
streets and stuff
jail
like
in
that.
Alaska, dog, like what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, so we have like
What did
yeah.
you do? Like,
Yeah.
No, seriously, like what did you do?
They do have disorderly conduct out there, though. I will say I was shocked. They were like, "Why don't you arrest him for disorderly conduct?" I was like, "Cause I'm from DC. I forgot we have that charge." Like,
Yeah.
and plus that's a bitch charge. Come on now, like,
Yeah.
that's a fix the problem right now. Get you,
Everyone does say that when you
I'm not on it like that for
Yeah.
little.
Yeah, no. But it's not the same though. Like in Alaska, the way I approached people in DC was, "Hey, bro, like, what's up? I know you don't want me here. I'm sorry. I got a call. Like, this is what I'm here for. Like, let me just get your ID. Let me get through this. Like, we can move on. I get off I get it off in an hour. Just get off my property for like the next hour. Like, we good. You're the next shift problem. But like, what's up? But in Alaska, they don't do that. That's not the same respect. It's very different. They respond with their eyebrows instead of their words. You have to really know their gestures. They're wearing so many layers. I literally pulled a jar of peanut butter and pickles under this lady's like overalls, and I searched her. I did not freaking feel it. We got to the hospital. I said, "Where the hell did that come from?" She pulls it out from between her legs. I was like, "Oh my God."
peanut butter and pickles.
Peanut butter and pickles, but not like a small dill pickle jar. Like he was huge, like
Were the pickles
like a
in the peanut
Costco. No,
Oh, okay.
no, two separate jars. They're wearing so many layers. You can't feel I can't feel anything.
Right.
Can't feel it in their pockets. Even if I manipulated it, I still can't feel anything. Like everything is so well insulated
Layers,
out there,
yeah, definitely.
So
I wanted to ask you, you know how like the streets, when you work the streets, everybody gets a nickname. Do you have one? Do they call you?
I'm sure they have a lot of names for me.
No.
I don't know.
What do they call you?
Wow.
A shudder to think.
But that's good, man. I'm super proud of you. I'm glad
Thank you.
you're doing the Alaska thing. That's dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, I'm grateful to have an agency that lets me, continue modeling, doing things like this, and I'll watch on come back. There'll be a write up for something.
So what's up?
But
Right.
It'll be like next year.
they won't hear it. It's Alaska.
Right.
They're way up there. They're under a rock somewhere. It's fine.
Alaska. I mean, you're part of the United States.
Yeah, I want to check.
Absolutely.
He's fascinated by the map of the city.
No,
Look at
I know. Look at him.
He's
He's
like zooming in, zooming out.
Okay, so see how the city is? It's not so see those are dirt. That's dirt. So potholes
Paver.
like DC, it's just dirt. They literally come around and like grade it like a baseball field. Like that's what they do, and like they'll fill it in with more compacted dirt. But they don't call it like their street names. Even the natives can't pronounce their street names. God forbid you spell them. Like there's a street called Agakik. There is no G in that word. For the record, it's Akeeekek. That is not phonetically sound, but it's Agakik. That is how you say it. But the neighborhood, we call it like city sub, but like
Call it by the neighborhood, right?
yeah, by the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
Not
you can be
street.
like, oh, they're on Akiak, and you're like, where the hell is Akiak?
Right.
Outer space? If you don't say like 229 city sub, nobody knows where you're at. So if you're like calling it by the street name, hopefully someone
Dispatcher.
yeah, hopefully the dispatcher understood. But
What's beyond that? What's beyond those roads?
villages. There's 56
villages.
surrounding villages that the troopers will respond to. So the troopers have a post in
So that's
Bethel.
the city, and then there's villages around that.
Yep.
Oh,
The Yukon Delta.
First post in
It's next to the airport. Yeah.
that's so crazy.
that I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we gotta get out
There's
there
the
and
little, that's the airstrip right
Let's
there.
go talk
Check
to
it out.
those people.
village people. No, I'm good.
Village people.
Because I got to bring some Captain Crunchwrap in there.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, I introduced one of my dispatchers to peanut butter Captain Crunch. They don't sell it out there. She had never had peanut butter Captain Crunch.
It's amazing.
That was crack for her.
Yo, yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was like,
Wow.
okay, people are bootlegging. People are bootlegging alcohol. I was like, yo, I should sell this peanut butter Captain Crunch. Like, I swear.
Cereal.
Is there alcohol out
For her
there?
to take
Oh
back
yeah,
with her.
so it's the villagers are dry, so like you can't bring alcohol into the villages. So there's a lot of stuff out there. They used to have a want unit, which is like a vice unit out here. They don't have that anymore. The alcohol and drugs and all that. They don't have it in Bethel anymore. It's just not funded. It was grant funded, but it did a lot of interdiction and stuff like that. We just don't have it in Bethel anymore. The staffing is so low for all law enforcement out there, so it's hard. And plus, I mean, and then you have truthfully, people like me who come up from the lower 48 and we're like, okay, it's just alcohol, but it affects their bodies differently. So it's a bigger issue out there than it is, for us. I'm like, okay, they're selling alcohol. Who fucking cares? Like,
Right.
It was the prohibition, but
What do you mean that it affects their body different?
so they are, you could probably speak on this more than I could, but it affects their body more. They haven't been introduced to alcohol for as long as the rest of the lower 48. That was,
Lower 48.
yeah. So,
Stateside.
yes.
Oh, that's what they call everybody else. Lower
Yes,
48.
lower
Wow.
48. Yes.
Okay.
I went up there the first time and I was calling it the mainland like I was in Hawaii. It was not.
Yeah, yeah.
It was not the right term. They were laughing at me. Yeah. So it's still processing through their bodies. We'll take people in who are walking and talking as clear as day as you and me, and they'll blow a .40. I'm not even kidding. We'll take them to the sobering center thinking they're fine. They'll get there and they'll blow over there, and they're like, oh, no, get them in an ambulance right now. Like, so.
100% function.
Yeah.
As soon as they smell that motherfucker is going on.
Yeah.
So you see your brother over there moving weight. Listen to this life cereal.
Oh.
I'm looking at
I should. I totally should. That's not illegal.
Why does he have on this shirt?
Start a little cereal business down
Yo,
there.
absolutely.
Serious.
People say they moving weight. No, this is not
I'm moving that smack.
Word.
And it be the frog.
Right.
Right.
That was my joint.
Sound.
Honey smacks.
Welcome to Thailand.
They do have that.
They do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quarters, we got ounces, we got what are we talking about?
So, Mom, how do you feel about seeing your gorgeous daughter from LA
Blossoming
in the
law enforcement world.
but like not only in the law enforcement world, but like here and like
Oh yeah.
this place that's crazy.
Timbuktu.
They're no longer in the lower 48.
No, exactly. No, it's something. It's still taking some getting.
She be sending me those Alaska flight articles with the doors flying off and stuff. I'm like,
all the time. I'm like,
you know what? If it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Right.
Dre, what you got?
Peace and love, God first.
Triple C.
Yeah, there we go.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
My peoples.
Absolutely.
Another phenomenal episode. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. I want to thank my sis Dylan, Mama Floyd for coming through. And listen, from LA to DC to Alaska, this woman is a trailblazer. And I thank God for putting her on this planet with us and shedding her light on law enforcement and what she do day in and day out. We love her. We love y'all. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Be safe. We'll see y'all next week.
Oh, you're awesome.
Thank you, Ma. Appreciate
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Yes.
The views and opinions expressed on the Silverback Chronicles podcasts are those of the hosts, producers, and or the guest appearing on the program. They do not reflect the views and opinions of the federal, state, or local government. This includes but not exclusive to the Department of Defense, Homeland, and the Baltimore City Police Department. The Silverback Chronicles podcast with Dre, Big H, and Triple C. Hit the subscribe button, like and comment.